So in this video, I want to show you exactly what $37 gets you, and that is the front end or the basic package of Brain Game prints. So the basic package or the front end has two different puzzle types. You have the CalcuDoku puzzle, also known as MathDoku or Kenken or similar. And then what you get here is this easy to use interface. You can obviously choose an array of grid sizes. In the standard version, you are limited to plus and minus operators. You can set a maximum total here. In the standard version, you don't have access to the step size or the number to start the Latin square with. After this, we just have basic settings. For example, how many you want to generate. You can choose a puzzle file name and a solution file name, the starting number for your puzzles, whether or not you want a title in your puzzles. So I just hit update preview here. You'll see that is what my puzzle might look like. And if I wanted to, I could just add a title up there, obviously a different one for my puzzle and a different one for my solution. In the standard version, you have access to export as a PNG, JPEG, SVG, which is obviously a vector format, and PDF. However, in the PDF, you are limited to 100 generations per month. If you want unlimited, or you want access to the PowerPoint export, that is in the first upgrade, the Pro upgrade, same as the additional operators, step size, and the number to start the Latin square with. Now under here, we again have an array of options. We can select from a variety of preset KDP trim sizes. Again, we can set our margins, how many puzzles we want per page and how many solutions we want per page. And then again, we can preview that to make sure that we're happy with the layout, etc. before obviously we make the puzzle. Just wait for that to complete. And then as you can see here, this is what my layout will look like for my puzzles on the left here and my solutions on the right. Again, I can click on that, make that bigger, check that I'm happy with everything. If I'm not, obviously I can adjust. Now, once you've got your setup, your basic setup, what you have access to here is your setting. So this is to further customize the look or styling of your grid. So we can select from a variety of fonts under basic, and then we can control our grid line colors, which are the main grid line colors, the group line colors. So that's the lines that identify what groups numbers are in, the color of our operator and our total. So that's that in that top left corner there, the color of that there. Again, we can change that. For example, you might want to go gray, like so. The number color, so that's in the solution here, the field in number. Our grid line thickness, which is the basic lines, and our group line thickness, which again is those lines which have the numbers, the grouped numbers in. Again, when you're happy with that, just hit update preview, and then you'll get an updated view of how it looks. Though do bear in mind that when you are doing a preview for a PDF or a PowerPoint file, because it's making it fresh each time, it will take a little bit longer than if you're just doing it for a picture. So as you can see now, it's in grey, and I have my thicker lines and for the groups and the thinner lines for my main grid. And if you want further customization, hit the advanced here. And what that does, that allows you to control the positioning of the numbers. You can control the font size for both the numbers, the operators, the title, the padding, the gap between obviously the puzzle and the title. You can change the operators symbols. You can replace the numbers, for example, with Roman numerals. So if I just go back onto PNG and I update that for you, you can see it changed that to Roman numerals. You can replace them with another character if you want, rather than the default characters. And yeah, so that's basically the standard package CalcuDoku generator. And when you're ready, got your layout, got your settings, again, just choose where you want to export or save and then hit generate. It's really that simple. So the other thing you get in the basic front end at $37 is the Sudoku generator. So if I just open that now to show you. Now with this, you have, and this is the standard version at just $37. There's no extras on the Sudoku generator in terms of grid sizes or anything like that. You get all the way from 4x4, 6x6, 9x9, obviously the standard Sudoku, 12x12, 16x16, and 25x25. So you have a huge range of selection, and that is included in the $37 package. And again, we have an array of difficulties here. Again, if I just hit update preview, you'll see that the interface is very similar to the one in the CalcuDoku generator. This is because I wanted to try and keep your experience the same across all the software. So that way you can easily move between different ones and there's a very minimal learning curve. Although obviously each one you'll have particular settings which are unique to that puzzle. For example, here we can control our difficulty. Now this isn't done on purely numbers removed. This is done by the techniques used to solve in combination with the number of steps, unique steps it would take a person to solve. So those two factors are how the difficulty is worked out in the Sudoku generator. Obviously do bear in mind, at higher difficulty settings, it may take a while to generate due to the complexity of the puzzle. What you can also do, if you like, is on this one, you can force symmetrical clues. So that would make the grid, the remaining clues have 180-degree rotational symmetry. Again, optional, tick that if you want, leave it unticked if you don't. Again, that can slow the process down. Off this, again, the basic settings as before. How many do you want? File name, starting sequence number, whether or not, again, you want a title above. For example, this would be Sudoku solution, number 1, the title and the actual puzzle would be Sudoku. Again, you can change that and type in whatever you like. And then we have the same with the export format. So obviously we have the PNG, JPEG, and SVG. And SVG is obviously a vector format. PDF, again, you are limited to the 100 generations on the standard basic front end at $37. If you want access to unlimited and PowerPoint export, then you need the next upgrade, the Pro upgrade. But for a lot of people, this would be absolutely fine. So again, here you have the preset trim sizes. And then what I did forget to show you in the CalcuDoku generator is we have the advanced settings as well. And this allows you to type in any width and any height for your trim size. And then you can control your minimum margins, a gutter margin, again useful if you're creating a bigger book and you want to stop the content sort of getting sucked in to the binding. You can control the minimum horizontal and vertical spacing between your puzzles. And obviously you can set again the number of puzzles you want per page and the number of solutions you want per page. And again, if you hit update preview, what that will do is obviously generate the how the PDF, or obviously if you're using PowerPoint, how that file will look. And again, similar to obviously our previous software, because this makes them sort of as you go, the process may take a few moments, so please do be patient when you're waiting for that to generate. So again, if I just show you here, so for example, I could increase this space in here, and I could increase my margins and add a gutter, and then this will then again reflect in my updated preview. So obviously you can check that everything looks exactly how you want it before you hit that generate button. So we'll just wait for that to update. And as you can see, I got the bigger margins and the bigger spacing. Again, you can click on the picture, make it bigger to check that you are happy. So again, once we've got our settings there, we move over to, again, our basic and advanced settings. So they're, again, very similar, as I said, because we tried to keep the experience consistent. You can choose a font here, or if you want to, you can use a custom font and upload that into the software, any OTF or TTF file. You can choose, again, the styling, so you can change the grid line color, which is obviously the main grid lines in between. The group line, so that's our little groups obviously here of 4x4, because we have a 16x16 Sudoku. For example, you could make that grey. Our title color, so that's our title above here, and our number color. And again, we can control the thickness of our main grid lines and our groups, so that's our 4x4 sections. If I hit update here, this will just update, obviously, because I've changed my group line color to be grey rather than black. So we'll just wait for that process to complete. And as you can see, I click here, it's now updated to the grey. And similarly to the CalcuDoku, we have our advanced settings. So again, this gives us further control over the alignment of the numbers or letters, if obviously you're creating a grid size above 9x9. And the font sizing for these, the title, and again the padding. Again, you can replace the numbers with Roman numerals if you like. And if you are on a 9x9 grid, you have the option to replace the numbers with another character. So look, if I just update that now with the Roman numerals 9x9, and we'll just wait for that process to complete. And as you can see, it's now a 9x9 grid with Roman numerals. Again, obviously, because I've gone on to the advanced settings, I would probably want to increase the number font size and increase the title font size. But this covers the basics and exactly what you get for $37. Again, as mentioned in the CalcuDoku, once you're happy, choose where you want to save the images or your PDF and hit generate. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope it clears up exactly what you are getting for your $37 so that you can decide whether or not this is a good purchase for you. Thank you for watching.